Shalom, shalom, shalom. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wahara Kakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, many blessings, and salutations to the hopeful elect, the house of David, the Bayav Dawadah, for whom these epistles are written for in these last days. Shalom to the elect. Just wanted to make a quick lesson. We're dealing with, Esau and his potential, third wave of shutdowns. And, without any further ado, all right, we're, just bringing out the news of the day and, just praying that the elect are sealed so that we can get the hell out of here. This is Isaiah 32:5. It says, "The vile person shall be no more called liberal, nor the churl said to be bountiful." That's right. So we're in the days of the great unmasking, the unmasking of the so-called white man, which biblically he's the Edomites. All right, he's definitely showing his horns. Okay, he's not even holding back anymore. He's just all guns are blazed. All right, verse 6 it says, "For the vile person shall speak villainy in his heart and work iniquity to practice hypocrisy, to utter error against the Lord Yahweh, to make empty the soul of the hungry, and he will cause the drink of the thirsty to fail." And in his news, as far as his media, he's telling the masses of people that this is the only way. Eastern medicine is not the way, and he's using this as a ploy, all right, to gain the trust of the public. All right, verse 7, it says, "The instruments also of the churl are evil." So these instruments that he's using, okay, no matter if it's the MOTB, okay, the mark, or if it's the max, these are instruments of evil. It says, "He deviseth wicked devices to destroy the poor with lying words. Even when the needy speaketh rightly." That's right. So he's devising these wicked plans and these different devices, and he's setting people up to speak on his behalf that look just like me and you. All right, to potentially gain your interest or gain your trust, so that you will mistakenly and take his side, man, which would be a huge mistake. All right, so let's get into the article. And as you can see on the title right here, it's from Blacklisted News. It says, "Chilling: Vaccinated Australians to be granted new freedom. Government-sanctioned hour of recreation." It says, "In a chilling development, Australians in New South Wales, which includes the city of Sydney, are to be granted extra freedom if they are fully vaccinated, with residents allowed to leave home for an hour of recreation on top of their exercise hour." He's speaking as a dragon. Okay, this is nothing but draconian law. Okay, he's getting ready to shut this entire society down. It ain't just America, but this entire society he's about to shut down, because the narrative, all right, that is being pushed, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, all right, is threatening his seat, his power seat. Okay, look at this. It says, "News 9 in Australia reports that Premier Gladys, I can't pronounce that, said that vaccination milestone of 6 million reached this week would allow for a small renewal in freedoms for residents with the jab." It says, and the report add that from September 13th, households living in the New South Wales government LGAs of concern will be allowed to spend an additional hour of recreation outdoors as long as all adults in the household are fully vaccinated. It clarifies this is on top of the already permitted hour of exercise, meaning households will be able to visit a park. Watch. Now let's just play this clip.
Good morning, I'm Natalia Cooper. New South Wales has recorded more than 1,000 new cases of COVID-19 overnight and 3 more deaths.
Yeah, see, I didn't want them to play that, but okay, that's cool. They probably take this video down, but whatever. But you know what this is. All right, it says Australia has faced some of the most draconian, look at that word, draconian lockdown rules on the planet. Let's get the scriptures. This is his wicked devices that he talks about in Isaiah. All right, this is Revelation 13 and 11. It says, "And I beheld another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb, and he spake as a dragon." And when you go into that word, it goes back to draconian or dracon, all right, or draconian. You know what I'm saying? So he's speaking in a draconian way. He's letting it be known that he's the devil, and people still don't believe him. Verse 12, it says, he exerciseth all the power of the first beast before him, and causeth the earth and them that which dwell in therein to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. And that's what he's doing right now. Okay, through do these lockdowns. See, Australia is just. It's just an outlier. It's just not an outlier, but it's a thing. It's a sign of things to come. Okay, and it's not going to go back. All right, none of this is going back into the box. It's already out the box, and the devil's about to get ready to make his move. Revelation 12 and 12. It says, "Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time." So as long as you know that he's getting ready to make his move, he's got instruments that he wants to implement, and he don't have that much time to get it done. So he's gonna come with his mark, his MOTB. Okay, he's coming with it. Make no mistake about it. Now, I hope that this video stays up, but you never know what you saw. It says the military has been called in to enforce restrictions and curfews, with critics comparing it to North Korea. Lockdowns have been instituted multiple times in several regions after just one case of Crown 19 has been registered, and scenes of residents, including children, being hounded by authorities have become commonplace. It says any Australians caught expressing anti-lockdown sentiments face massive fines, with government ministers telling people not to talk to each other and declaring that what unvaccinated people are allowing to do in the community, we will need to be controlled and restricted by authorities.
Guess who's criticizing Australia for imposing one of the most brutal...
Now, I know what they're going to try to say. He's going to try to, say, Crown 19, and I'm trying to catch it. But, some of these videos, you can't really control these people. So, if the video gets taken down, it is what it is. But, the point here is that his instruments are very evil, and he's coming with it. He ain't stopping.
Lockdowns in the developed world. Piers Corbyn, Amnesty International, human rights campaigners. No, it's literally the communist Chinese government. The Global Times, the official mouthpiece for the CCP, published a scathing editorial describing Australia's decision to send members of the military to occupy Sydney and enforce lockdown as a move that seemed, quote, draconian among nations. Yeah, chances are if even Beijing is taken aback by your level of authoritarianism, that's a pretty draconian brand of authoritarianism. Now, obviously, on the one hand, China is just clapping back at Australia for the Morrison government's earlier criticism of China's atrocious disregard for human rights when it came to imposing its own lockdown, but the fact remains, he who fought with monsters has become the monster. Australia gazed into the abyss, and now the abyss gazes back at Australia. Because just like communist China, Australia is now officially a biosecurity police state. Australia is a post-democratic country. How else could you describe a country where protest is outlawed, where under a newly proposed law those who risk arrest by even daring to attend a demonstration are subject to onerous fines of up to $5,500, where those who merely post anti-lockdown information online could face fines of up to $11,000, where protest organisers face fines of $20,000, where pregnant women who promote such protests on Facebook are arrested in front of their kids in their own homes. How else could you describe a country where people face $500 fines for failing to wear a face mask outside, where surveillance drones are deployed to catch the unmasked?
They're the eyes and voices in the sky.
Social distancing is critical.
Where grandmas sitting on park benches are arrested for not wearing masks. Where the public is ordered by top health officials not to speak to each other, even if they're wearing masks.
Whilst it is in human nature to engage in conversation with others, to be friendly, unfortunately, this is not the time to do that. So even if you run into your next door neighbour in the shopping centre, in the Coles, whilst you're at Coles, Woolworths or Aldi or any other grocery shop, don't start up a conversation. Now is the time for minimising your interactions with others. Even if you've got a mask, don't start up a conversation.
How else could you describe a country where police have the power to enter homes without a warrant to ensure compliance with coronavirus rules, where authorities gave themselves the...
See, he said it right there, and probably gonna get the video taken down, but again, I pray that this lesson is edifying. I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Waharakakadash. I want to say shalom to the elect.